Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the GetGrowing weekly work session. This is Coach Ashley, and this is a re-recording of our weekly work session, which we did hold live this week. However, due to some technical issues, we are missing a great deal of the actual visual component. So I wanted to put this together today to get you everything you need to get started building funnels with GetOiling, along with those critical visual components so that you can actually see what it works like to get this done. So let's get started. All right. So again, welcome. I'm Coach Ashley. If this is your first time, we are certainly happy to have you here. If you are one of our members who we love so dearly, we are certainly happy to have you with us as well. So let's get started with our training. Today, we're going to cover funnels, what they are and why you need them. We're going to talk about examples and breakdowns of two types of funnels that we'll build with your GetOiling system. And you'll also see some live building of real GetOiling funnel components, as well as a bonus. You have, whether it's in your email already or on a link beneath this video, you have a GetGrowing funnel cheat sheet that we're going to cover today in this training as well. So here we go. All right. So a funnel, as you can see, is a familiar device that you may use in your kitchen for canning or moving liquids from a larger to a smaller mouth container, or maybe something that you use to change the oil in your car. But a funnel, for our purposes today, serves an interesting parallel purpose in our business. We're taking a wider thing and narrowing down to something a bit more specific, right? Something a bit more confined in terms of outcomes. So what this looks like is this. You've got the whole wide world, or let's just say for our example today, all of Facebook, and they're up at the top, right? This is anybody who could have access to the posts that you might put on Facebook where you talk about Young Living or anything else that's particularly relevant to the growth of your business. So in the funnel, we have first a level of awareness. So people become aware of what it is that you do and what you're about. They narrow down a little further because a lot of people can be aware, but not all of them will be interested. All right, then we have interest. And some people might have interest, but they might not be ready to make a decision. Right? And so we narrow down and narrow down and narrow down to our action takers, right? So we narrow down to your Royal Crown Diamond organization, the people who will eventually become your members and become your absolute best builders. And the whole purpose of this is you're following these processes already in your business by by sharing relevant information and posting things out there to the world. And then as people become interested, you're bringing them closer to decision making. But the point of a funnel is to allow people to self-qualify or self-select, which saves you a ton of time and hassle, right? Imagine the amount of time that it takes for you to educate one person to the degree that they would need to make the decision to purchase the premium starter kit. That's a fair amount of time, right? Well, what if you could max that out by 20, right? Like in the time that it takes for you to share the premium starter kit and why they would even want to get started in the first place with one person. If you have a funnel working for you, you could do that for 20 people in less than half of the amount of time that it took to show that one person. And that's the power that we're going to be talking about today. The way that you can automatically educate and inform and allow people to self-select throughout the process of becoming aware, getting interested, making a decision, and then maybe even taking action to begin sharing Young Living themselves. So I want to ask you, which model do you think might be more efficient? You ever seen anybody standing on the side of the road like this? Maybe the Quiznos guy. That's who came to my mind. You know, we had in my hometown a guy on one of the major roads in our town. There was a Quiznos there at the back of the parking lot, and he was on the side of the road, dressed like a crazy person, dancing like a crazy person, and with signs pointing to Quiznos. Well, sure, we saw him, and yes, that means that we knew that there was a Quiznos there, but did that make you hungry for a sandwich right now? Maybe it did, and maybe you're the person he's looking for right now. But the fact is that he's not collecting anyone's information there. He's just shouting to the world like, hey, if you're actually hungry for a sandwich right now, I've got you covered. Which, okay, fine, you get some exposure, but it's not exactly effective, right? Now, think about how toll lanes work. Imagine, I mean, so you've got the interstate system where everybody is already very clear on the fact that they are going to take this route to get from point A to point B. Well, if you desire to go on a route that maybe has fewer traffic lights, or in this case, maybe no traffic lights, and less traffic, and a more streamlined way for you to get from point A to point B, you would self-select and move into a lane, pay your toll, and go onto the road that gets you to where you want to go quicker, right? I mean, not that we necessarily love toll lanes. I live in the Northeast. They're not fun, but they have a very clear purpose, and people take advantage of them because it provides them with something that they want. There's a benefit that they want there, and they self-select. E-ZPass doesn't have to promote itself as anything other than, here's a thing that you've got to deal with if you want this benefit. Therefore, here you go. Or you know that you need to get an E-ZPass because it makes your life easier if you've been through this scenario before or live near it. But you get what I mean. There's an automation happening here. There's a self-selection happening here. People are choosing what they want to do. They're going with it, and there's no person that's out here having to wave the sign for E-ZPass. You go there, you get what you need, and you go on your way. So which of those would you rather have working for you in your business? Do you want to be the guy that has to stand on the side of the road waiting for the one person that might actually be hungry for a sandwich right now? Or would you like to be the established center through which people can receive something that they are interested in automatically? I think the answer is obvious, right? All right, so the good news is you don't have to be a graphic designer to make a beautiful funnel. You don't have to be a developer to make a funnel work. And you don't even have to be a professional marketer to pull it all together. And you actually already have a funnel ready for you inside of your GetOiling system. If you have selected to use one of our pre-built website themes, there are multiple opportunities where people can click off, get more information, and go on their way to even land on the Young Living website where they could click purchase on an item and then be brought to the page where they can choose whether or not to begin with a premium starter kit. That's already done. When you sign up for GetOiling and you put your Young Living member number in, those things already happen for you. So you do kind of have some of this working in your favor already, if you didn't know that already. But I want to talk to you today about why you would want to build your own funnel. See, the thing is, when you receive, when your prospect receives information marketing emails that are written by me or by Greg, they're not hearing from you, right? And in this business, if you don't know this already, let this sear in your mind. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And the majority of the time, you are going to be connecting with and sharing Young Living with people that you already know to some degree. So they want to be connecting with you. What's your story? What's your story with the product? What is it that you really love the most? Why do you trust this company and trust their products for yourself and your family, right? What's the story? That's really what's going to sell. And so you can really build in what you bring to the table that's special, that is going to be the thing that really makes people say yes to Young Living. You are what make people say yes to Young Living. And that's why it's important for you to build a funnel in your voice, delivering what you know to the people that want to hear from you. Now, I am going to go over in this training 2 funnels that you may have already seen. I'm actually going to be breaking down 2 that already exist. They're highly successful, that are ours, internal to GetOiling. So understand the context here. We are a software company marketing to Young Living distributors, but I'm going to be sharing with you as I break these funnel components down, how each of these examples can actually work for you in your business. So what you might deliver through a funnel, or what you might say and who it might be for, and so on. So first, we're going to talk about components. So go ahead and grab that bonus workbook. It looks like this. And we are going to break down how to get started with a funnel. And then we're going to start building them together. All right, so now we're here with our GetGrowing funnel cheat sheet workbook. You go ahead and go down to the first page here, and we're going to talk about planning. It's important when you're building a funnel to begin with the end in mind. Before you even start thinking about what a page needs to look like, or what pictures, what color you're going to use, what kind of text you want to use, you don't need to get ahead of yourself. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, who is this for? And what will they get out of it? And how can I communicate what they'll get out of it so that they'll be willing to give me their information and continue to hear from me via email or text? All right. So first, do we want to ask, who is this for? Fill out this whole sheet. What action do you want them to take? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to attend a class? Do you want them to review a particular set of information and then reach out to you? There's any number of things that you can get people to do action-wise. And if you are very clear in what the outcomes are and what's in it for them, you can get people to follow those instructions inside of a funnel. And when you can get to do that, that's where the magic really starts to happen in your business. Now, and from an automation perspective. Now, you also want to make sure that you ask yourself, would I click this? What's the compelling enough thing that's going to get them to put in their name, email address, and maybe even their phone number? It needs to be very clear what they're going to get out of it. And remember the so what question, because if it's not directly relevant to their life right now, so for instance, if this person knows nothing about Young Living is a so what for them. You need to think about what you can share that pertains to a benefit that they would want in their life. They'll eventually find out that Young Living is the source of that benefit, but on the front end, they don't care. So what? So share something that's compelling enough to get them to share their contact information. So what is that thing? And then what information are you going to share? Will it be on a particular topic? Will it be will it be a series of things? What will you share with them and over what period of time? And then will you talk about specific product lines or products inside of Young Living? This will inform some of the pieces that you'll gather that will put into place for the funnel. What delivery format will you choose to deliver this thing of value to them? Will it be a series of emails or texts? Will it be a video presentation? Will it be a PDF like the one that we're looking at right now? Or will it be a series of web pages, maybe with recipes on them? Okay. And then what media can you use to improve the user's experience? This is where you consider, what are the pretty things that I can include? If I am going to write an article about frankincense and skincare, wouldn't it be helpful to have some pretty images that relate to frankincense and skincare on that article? Okay, let's grab them and put them here. Gather them together in one place. Gather the things that you want to say in one place. Gather the link to frankincense in this instance from Young Living in one place. And then you move on to the next step. So get everything that you want to say together. And everything that you want to use together. We are planning right now, not building yet. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the components. This is how we organize everything from the first page together. So there are three primary components, and this is going to be the same across the board, no matter what kind of funnel you're building. These are the most important things that you need to learn. All right, so the first is a landing page. So when people land on your landing page, so let's just say that you make a post on Facebook about a class that, a 7-day free class that you are giving away. This is, so they click because they're like, oh yeah, 7-day class on skincare. Cool. I'll check that out. So they click it and then they land on a landing page. And this is where you make that offer. So here, when you share your information with me, you're going to receive my 7-day skincare class, right? So this is where they will enter their name and phone number, where they then land in your contact manager. They are on a landing page. You can build a landing page with the GetOiling landing page builder, or the GetOiling custom pages. I will be teaching you how to use both of these today. In our first example, we will be using the landing page builder, and it will be a 7-day email sequence. So it's actually very simple. It's one of the easiest ways that you can build. And by the way, for future reference, inside this PDF, these little links right here, these are clickable. So when you click the landing page builder, custom pages, campaigns, it's going to take you right off to GetOiling to exactly where you need to start building. Okay. Now we've got landing pages covered. The next component is lead magnets. Lead magnets are the thing of value that you're giving away. Now, in our first example today, our lead magnet is actually going to be a series of emails. So a 7-day trading, right? Now, this can be informational. educational, entertaining, but it has to deliver on what's promised on the landing page. So if you say, I'm going to give you a 7-day training, you better deliver the 7-day training, or I'm going to give you a video that's going to teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. Lead magnet is where you deliver X, Y, and Z. Okay. Now you can have a video on a page for a lead magnet. You can have a PDF file like the one we're looking at right now, or even a series of informational emails or texts. You can deliver them via text or email in campaigns, which I'll teach you in the first example, or a GetOiling custom page, which will be our second funnel example in a little while later. And then finally, we have campaigns. This is where the people who register on the landing page or who opt in on the landing page, they receive their lead magnet on the landing page. They will now receive that campaign. And that campaign is going to be a series of emails or texts designed to deliver your lead magnet or to continue to drip relevant information to them over time. So when a prospect opts in, they're subscribed to your mailing list and you have permission to continue to send them relevant and value information. So just as an example, you guys, you can have a pre-built GetOiling landing page that you queue up with a campaign attached that has a single email. Or you could have a custom page with a confirmation page and multiple informative pages with video and images sent out over many days. The sky's the limit. You can get really complicated with this. I highly suggest you follow my example 1 today and create a 7-day, maybe like an Essential Oils 101 course, or 5 steps to clear out your makeup cabinet or something like that. Make it very simple and make it email-based or text-based because you need to win first. So don't get too complicated too soon. Get a simple one done and then start getting more complicated from there. So another thing, when your prospect opts in, they're tagged in your contact manager with the name of the campaign that they've opted into. So when people sign up or opt in on a landing page, they're now tagged with whatever you have applied to that landing page. So let's just say, for example, you created a campaign, a landing page on how to 5 ways to detox your cabinets. You can automatically glean from there that those are people who might really like to know when there's a sale on Thieves products. Or if you have favorite recipes for wood cleaners, glass cleaner, dryer balls, and so on. These are folks who would obviously be interested because they opted in to learn how to detox their cabinets. So when home cleaning products are for sale, these are the people you want to promote to, right? Okay, now let's talk about our workflow. All right, these are the steps that you're going to follow to build your fabulous funnel, hassle-free. And the main thing that you need to remember, guys, is to be prepared and to work in order, because 80% of the work that we're going to do isn't even technical. So do that work first and then plug it into your GetOiling system. You can spend hours and hours and hours agonizing over things that you don't know how to fix or make work the way that you want to, and not even have your campaign written yet. So have everything done first. All right. So our first step is to get really clear. We've already gone over that on the second page of this workbook, to get really clear on what you're offering, who it's for, why they would want to give you their info to get it, and then decide what steps your prospect will follow, what they'll receive, and in what format. And then it's time to get creating. So this is where we write out everything you want to say on your landing pages, what you want to say in your campaign emails, gather all of your links, the images that you want to share or display. If you're going to create special images or create videos to share, upload them, for videos especially, upload them to hosting. We use Vimeo, and I'll show you how we grab the codes from those in our second example today. You could also use YouTube. That's all up to you. This is going to be a little more of a little more advanced example, our second one today. So if you're using them, go ahead and upload them. And if you have downloadable files, this is actually a really easy thing to do, guys. What I'm showing you right now, this PDF file, you can create one of these if you know how to create a PowerPoint presentation. So create a PowerPoint presentation and export it as a PDF, or if you have a Mac like I do, use Keynote and export your presentation as a PDF, and voila, you have a downloadable thing. It could be an ebook, it could be a recipe book, it could be a cheat sheet, it could be any number of things. And of course, as you can see here, you can even link off where you want to. You can get really fancy with this, very professional, should you decide to. So a PDF like this is actually a great example of a lead magnet that you could give away, which is something that you could give away directly in email or have beneath a video, which I'll show you in the second example today. Okay. So now, step 3, we've gotten clear. We've gotten everything made that needs making ahead of time. We've assembled our copy, which is our writing, so everything in email and what we want to write on our landing pages, our media or creative, this is our images and video, and our links. And that means it's time to go ahead and log into your GetOiling dashboard. Now, you're going to want to build your components in this order. Remember, we're not building in the same order that our prospect experiences this. So it's important for you to remember to build it in the order that I'm sharing with you now, because it will save you a lot of time and a lot of hassle. Okay? The first thing that you always want to create when you want to create a funnel in GetOiling is to begin with the campaign. Okay? You have to start with the campaign. So you can click on campaign here if you're ready to build your campaign, and it'll go to the campaign section in GetOiling and you can start a new one. So you're going to create that email sequence first because you're going to need the name of this campaign for the next step. Now, the next step, which is optional because you could deliver your lead magnet via email or text only, which would be in step 1 in a campaign. But if you're going to deliver in any other way, such as a video or an article or anything, you can create the asset. This is where your prospect is going to land to get their lead magnet after opting in. And what I recommend for this is GetOiling custom pages. They're ideal for lead magnet delivery. You can also create your landing page on them. That's something we're going to show you how to do in our second example today. All right, now finally, we built the landing page. Now you see how we're kind of working backwards here? The landing page is actually what people experience first, right? When they click the link that you give them, they land on a landing page where they put in their information and then they get their lead magnet. Well, the landing page is what you build last. Now, the landing page, this is where you're going to tell your prospect exactly what they're going to get when they share their information with you. And then you'll connect the campaign and the optional pages that you've created to your landing page. And you do this whether you use the landing page builder or the GetOiling custom pages to do this. And then finally, once you've got all of that done and linked up together, you're ready to start sharing. And just to give you some ideas of where you can share your funnel once it's done, you can share the link to your landing page on your social media. So you can put it in your info section. So, I'm from such and such place, and I'm a wellness consultant. If you want to get my 5 favorite steps to detox your cabinets, click here. And then they land on your landing page. Here's my 5 steps to detox my cabinets. Put your name and email in here and you'll get it. And then they get an email drip, right, for 5 days. Or they get an article on a custom page on the next page. Or you make a video about your 5 steps. Or you make 5 videos about your 5 steps and drip them out over 5 days. You get where I'm going with that. So you can share that in your social media. You could also, if you have your own domain or if you want to use like Bitly or something like that, you could even take it and print it on business cards, flyers, or even put it in your email signature. As well, so that when you send emails out, it's just below your name and your contact information when you send out all your email. So every time that you complete this funnel creation process, you now have a new asset that can help you grow your business by setting you up as a credible authority committed to leading with value, not just promotion. Right? It's a great way to make a solid professional impression and to build a loyal following that can't wait to learn all about your secrets to vibrant, abundant living. All right. So I hope you're excited, because I certainly am. We are going to start with an email delivery funnel. All right, so our first example, this is going to be an email or text sequence. So this means that you're going to have a landing page. We're going to focus on email here. We have gone over text campaigns already. We did that in week 1, or our first session of the live work session series. You can find that recording on our YouTube channel. But today we're going to talk about a specific email delivery funnel that we've created, which is a 7-day training. This is a great format for classes. So if you want to do a 101 class or a seasonally themed class, then this is the place that you want to do it. So this is how you're going to build it. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is what it looks like when we share it on Facebook. I'm going to take you through the entire prospect experience so you can actually see the steps from the end result. And then we're going to build it in the order that I've just taught you. So let's get started. All right. So you may have seen this particular funnel before. This is a foolproof guide to building your Young Living business online. We have been running this for over a year now. You may have found us as a result of this campaign and joined our community. So just to show you, Young Living distributors, building a business online doesn't have to be overwhelming. Sign up now and we'll send you a week of training showing you how to harness the internet to grow your Young Living business without being a tech guru. Now, I want you to think about this for just a minute from your perspective, right? So you could be speaking to moms, right? You could be speaking to massage therapists, right? And you could say, transitioning your home cleaning products away from toxic chemicals doesn't have to be overwhelming. Sign up now and I'll send you a week of training showing you how you can ditch and switch easily in 7 easy steps. There you go. Pretty simple, right? You could repeat this in your own way. So we've got a simple image here and obviously some very punchy text. So when you click it, here's where you land. Here's our landing page. All right, so we've shared our link to this on social media. Now here is our landing page. Foolproof guide to building your business online. We're telling you very clearly what you're going to get when you opt in. All right, so I'm going to put in my name and my email. And it says, yes, send me my free guide. I hit sign up. All right. And so I'm in. So it's saying, welcome. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? The internet is an overwhelming, confusing, and often expensive place to build a business. We've been there and learned the hard way, and we're here to help you. We've broken down the 7 fundamental keys to growing your Young Living business online without being a tech guru into bite-sized pieces. Over the next week, you'll receive a daily email from us that goes over each step. Your first email should arrive within 15 minutes. Go ahead and add info@getoiling.com to your address book so you don't miss a single training this week, and be on the lookout for an extra special gift on day 7. If you ever have any questions, feel free to hit reply to any of the emails and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. See you shortly with the first email, the GetOiling team. All right. So, and you can see as well, you see how we did this in the signature? Get started here, getoiling.com. You remember when I said you could take your lead magnet and just put it into your email signature? You could do something like that right here. All right, so what we've done here is very simple, and it's really important for you to do as well, right? You want people to really understand, here's what's going to happen next, here's what you're going to get, and here's what I want you to do right now. If you do those things, people will generally take action in that direction. You have to be very clear on what you want people to do. So here we are. And so there is an email in my email address, on my email account right now. And I have received day 1, and you'll see more of what that looks like as we build this funnel out. So when we hit continue, it actually brings us right back here to our website, which is an automatic step that will happen for you when you create your own funnel like this. All right, so let's start building this funnel. And actually the first step that we're gonna do, and this is optional for you, but I think that this is really helpful to get a visual of how this works. So I actually created a flow chart and I used draw.io. And this is a free tool that's online that you can use if you want to create a flow chart for yourself, just to organize how this will work for you. All right, so where people are reaching us is either a pop-up on a web page or on a Facebook ad or a Facebook post. And then after they land on our landing page and they opt in, they get an email sequence. That's in our green right here. Now that email sequence is day 0, it's going to be delivered immediately. And then for 6 more days beyond that. So 7 days total, they're going to get training. So the first day, I have the topics actually all 7 days. I have the topics already decided. I've got everything written up already, just like I taught you before, everything written before you start building. And then beneath each one of these emails, I am actually writing down what we need to link to. So if I need a link to frankincense, or if I need a link to a blog page or a Facebook group, go ahead and organize exactly what links you need for what email that you're putting together. So you're totally organized and everything comes together quickly and effectively when you get to work on this. So I have logos for all of them, it's very easy, and I'll show you how you can add those. You can link to your landing page, or link to a landing page is what I did here because we're actually talking about landing pages on day 2. And then we popped a video training in there, and then there's, you get the gist, right? So think of what I put down here as optional links that you can put off to blog posts that you've written in GetOiling, to other pieces of content that you've created in GetOiling. It could be to Facebook groups or posts. It could be to a page on the Young Living website, whatever it might be. But whatever you're going to use, put it underneath in this format underneath the email that you're going to put together so that you know exactly what you need, and you're not in the middle of writing the third email in the sequence and forgetting that, oh my gosh, I don't know what that link is. And then you have to go find the link, and then you never get back to this because something else happened. And squirrels, if you're ADD like us. So this is the way you want to be organized. All right, so there's your flow chart. And then I want to show you what I've put together here. Again, before we even start building, we've got to do our writing. So since this is a 7-day training funnel, we've got to get everything written. So I have the subject line of the email, and I have the body of the email for each one of the emails that I wrote. The only thing that I don't have here are the images, and I'll show you how to do those here shortly. So I have all of that written for all 7 days. All that writing. And I do have it formatted here. The formatting will copy. You'll want to go back and make sure that it's done correctly before you publish it. But I just wanted to show you that. We will be referencing this information here as we build. All right, so getting back to here, the first place that you want to go when you're ready to build and you've got all of your assets together is to go to Settings under Contacts and go to Campaigns. Now, you're going to create a campaign. You're going to give it a name. I'm going to call this 7-Day Training 2, since I already have one done. You're going to put in the name that you want to show. So if you are operating as a business name, you could put that in here. Otherwise, you want to use your name. I am using a test account here, but I could just say Coach Ashley because that's me. All right. If you are creating content that you're sharing that is compliant to a specific country for Young Living, you want to select whichever one that is here. What I'm doing right now is compliant for all countries, so I'm leaving it. My preferred sharing medium here is email only. As I mentioned in our first installment of this weekly training, I prefer text campaigns and email campaigns to be separate and set with different parameters. So this is going to be email only for this purpose. And then you're going to hit Enable Campaign, and you're going to hit Create Campaign. All right, and then it's going to take you to your new campaign, and you're going to hit Write New Message. And then you're going to go and you're going to copy and paste your subject line and the body of your message. And you do that for all the entire series that you want to create. Now, I've already done this, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So 7-Day Training, Marketing 101, there it is. All right, so I have it set up. Now, this is 7 days. We do want them to receive something on the first day. So that's day 0, and then day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And you'll see in our subsequent example that you can actually space these out as well. If you're going to do a 7-day training, I definitely recommend that you drop it daily. But if you are doing an immediate deliverable, such as a video or recipes, I would err on the side of maybe every other day or every 3 days or something to that effect. And we can talk more about that maybe in a future training that is just only about campaign best practices. But let me show you. Like I mentioned, I already have everything copied over from what I created already. And this is actually the image that I wanted to add. I'm going to delete that and show you where you can get it. So I hit enter here, and I'm going to insert image right here. I'm going to browse. Actually, well, you can browse what's already on your computer, or if you have something that you've already used, you just add that. Now, it's much bigger than I want it, and it's not aligned the way I want it, so I'm going to fix that. And that's really all you have to do in the system, guys. If you have your writing done already, you have all of your copy and you have everything together that you want to use, then you really just have to copy and paste and then do a little bit of formatting. And in this case, making sure as well that you add your links. So right here, we're saying click here to get started now. All you have to do is highlight text to link it. You hit edit link. You add the link that you want. And then I like to hit open a new tab just because some people use browser-based email and you don't want to have them lose you when they go back to check another message, right? So hit update and then save your changes. Always save your changes. and then you go back to your 7-day training. You write a new message, you copy it, and you make sure that you've got your formatting and your links together. And then you have your campaign. Now, do you remember the name of our campaign? The one that we're going to use is called a 7-day training, Marketing 101. All right. We're going to need that for our next step, which, by the way, if you'll remember from our, from here, where do we go? All right, right here, under Get Building. Step 1, create the campaign. Step 2 is to create the asset. Now this we don't have to do because our lead magnet is what we just created, 7 days of emails. All right, so people are just going to get that email. And then finally, you go to your landing page and create your landing page. So let's go to back to our dashboard and we'll show you how to create the landing page and connect it to your campaign. And that will complete your funnel and you can start sharing. It's pretty simple. So under contacts, go to landing pages. Now, the one that we are going to create is a 7-day training right here. Pretty cool, right? I'm going to show you just how easy this is to make yourself. All right, so we're going to use blank style 9 and hit create. And look at that. It's basically the same thing, right? So we're going to swap the image out first. We're going to hit replace. We're going to drop in and add our image. And there it is. All right. And then we're going to paste in our text. Do a little formatting here. I'm going to change the color. And then this says, instead of sending a free newsletter, because people are getting a free 7-day training, we're going to say, send my free training. And now we're going to say, give me my training. Oops. So you edit right on the button there. All right. And our link here is actually going to be taken care of in the settings section. Now, do you remember, right? When we go to this page and we sign up, we got the pop-up, right? So now we're going to talk about how we get the pop-up. So we're going to go to page settings. This is where you're going to give it a name. So this is going to be 7-day training. And it's going to automatically give you the link path. Now this is where you select your campaign, that one that we just spent all that time on writing and then uploading. So 7-day training. And then we're going to call it our tag. Now I've already added this, but you would write in 7-day training and hit enter. All right. And then you're going to copy and paste what you are going to use after registering. So here's our 7-day training. And now we're on our landing page. So let's go down here to where I had my landing pages. Great. So post message registration. And I'm going to copy this. Copy. And I'm going to write this right here. And make sure if it hasn't self-selected here, it says show a message after registration. Fabulous. So we've got all of that there. It's uploaded automatically. And then I want to add that little logo. Remember we had the logo in the emails? Let's be congruent with that and add it. So we're going to hit browse and we're going to choose this one. And we're going to we're going to align it with that, and then we're just gonna shrink it down like that. Okay, so we've got those things together, and then what you'll want to do in this instance is just let it redirect to your website unless you have somewhere specific you'd like for them to land, such as a blog post or a Facebook group. You can add whatever web address that you want if you want to put that right here. You can also require that they add their phone number if that's what you'd like to do. And then you hit done and you hit save. I think, oh, the link path is already in use. So I did a demo of this before, of course. All right, so done and save. Perfect. All right, now we're going to view it and see if it works. All right, so here's our foolproof guide. Same information. Let's test it. Always, always test. All right. There's our pop-up. And we got it. And I've got that email coming to my inbox right now. So we've done it. That is how you build. And then it takes us to this is a sample page. We use this for demoing features like we're doing today. So it actually would take you back to your Young Living website, which this is actually a pre-saved website theme. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? So people can actually just land on this page of yours whenever they opt into this page. So there you have it. That is our email 7-day training email delivery funnel. All right, now we're on to example number 2. This is our on-page delivery lead magnet. So in this funnel, we're actually going to be delivering a video training. This is a great way for you to do a pre-recorded class where people have to register before they can view it. This can be an alternative to giving a class in person in some cases. Obviously nothing, nothing can replace being present and experiencing essential oils in full. But if you just want to get information out there and start getting people curious so that they'd maybe be more willing to come to classes, so that the time that you spend on promoting in-person classes becomes a more effective use of your time, this is a really great idea to get people warmed up. Now, instant gratification gives you a win. When you get people curious about something, they don't necessarily always want to wait for 7 days to get all the information that they want. So if you can deliver something right away that's relevant and valuable to them, like a video or recipes or whatever it is it might be, if you can get that to them right away, you've got an instant win with them, and they are happy to be hearing from you more so that they can get more valuable stuff from you. This is an ideal way for you to get info out quickly, right? If you want to get a lot of people watching a video quickly, this is the way you want to do it. So let's break it down. Remembering our steps from before, we will start with our campaign. But before we do that, I'm going to show you my flow chart for this one, and then I'll show you the information that I've gathered, all of the copy and links and everything all together. And I'll actually be teaching you a little bit of a bonus in this one as well, because this is video delivery, but it also has a downloadable link. And it might look very familiar to you guys because we talked about it in our first weekly work session. Let's get to it. All right, so this is our Rank Accelerator workshop funnel. This begins with a video landing page, which we share the link to on Facebook. I'll show you that in a minute. It's going to go to a GetOiling custom page with a video, as well as a downloadable link to get their workbook. They're going to have a set of emails over 7 days. It's going to deliver almost every other day. And then I've broken down, just like I did in our first example, what's going to be covered in the dark purple, what's going to be covered in those emails. And then in the light purple underneath it, I am including the things that I need to gather together that will be linked to in those emails in dark purple there. All right, so they're going to receive something right away, then the next day, then 2 days later, then 2 days later, then 2 days later. All right, so now I'm going to show you the assets that I've gathered for this, for our Rank Accelerator funnel. Remember, we begin with campaigns. So I've got the first, the immediate email, the next day, 2 days later, 2 days later, and 2 days after that. And then we have our landing page copy. And let me see. Oh, sorry, we have our lead magnet page copy. I was going to say that's step 2. Here we go. Step 2, lead magnet page copy. We have a link to our PDF download, which I'll show you how to generate if you wanted to do something like this. We also have our embed code for our video on both for the lead magnet page and for the landing page right here. And then I also have some text here as well for our opt-in label, our button label, and then a note for me to go back to our campaign that we create first and enter the address that's generated for the PDF file as well as the lead magnet so that we can link people back to it. So like have you ever opted in for something that you wanted to receive, like a free PDF or a free worksheet or something like that? And so you got it right away after you entered your information, but then you also got an email that says, hey, thanks for signing up. Here's the thing that you asked for, right? So you're delivering the link not just right away, but also an email so it doesn't get lost. So we are going to be doing that in this funnel as well. All right, so I am going to keep this one handy because we are going to be referencing it to build our various assets here. And I want to show you really quick, actually, you know how you gather all of your links together. And we'll clear this guy out of the way because we're not using that anymore. All right. When you gather your assets together, if you have your videos already made, they should be in uploaded to a system such as Vimeo or even YouTube if you wanted to use it. But you want to go and grab the embed code and customize how you want that embed code to work in terms of the permissions for the video and so on from the platform that you download it to, or upload it to rather. And you're going to take that link and you're going to go and put that in here, right? So you see right down here, I've got the embed code. I've copied and pasted both for, in this case, I have a quick video, which is 39 seconds I'm putting on the landing page. And then I've got a longer 45-minute video that is the lead magnet. All right. So make sure that you've got those if you are using video. Now I want to show you what it looks like before, what the user experience is from the get-go, right? So you may have seen this already. This is an ad. It's a campaign that we're running currently on our business page on Facebook. It's a free workshop for Young Living distributors. If you're stuck at Star or stalled at Silver, paused at Platinum, we're going to help you grow in 2019 and teach you the one thing that every top earner in the industry has done to succeed and what you can do to repeat their success. So, of course, I have a quick video here that's showing that, and then they can click on this link and see a little bit more and learn how to get started. So if you're ready to get growing, watch the video below and you can hit that there and hit play and it'll play the 39-second video. And then if you click here to get started, we've uncovered the one thing every top leader in our industry credits to their success, and we've broken it down exclusively for Young Living distributors. Learn the secrets and strategies that'll get you and your team on the road to Royal fast. Enter your info below and get instant access to the Get Growing Rank Accelerator Workshop. So when I enter my name, and hit enter, it then immediately takes me to exactly where the lead magnet is delivered. So remember, Facebook has a link that goes to the landing page. You enter your information and it goes to the lead magnet page. What's also happened just now is that that contact, which is me, to be fair, and my email address have been entered into the contact manager of John L., this demo account, and I am now receiving the campaign that is attached to this funnel. Okay, so now I can watch this 45-minute video. I can also click here and get a downloadable PDF that I can print and use to grow my business. How cool is that? I'm going to show you how to do this. All right, cool. So, and then finally underneath, obviously there's no lead page. There's no lead form where you enter information on a lead magnet page. This is where you deliver the value. So I've done that here in a big way. And then I also have here, take your Young Living business to the next level, get half off your first month of GetOiling, show me how. When you click that, it goes off to a purchase page for GetOiling. So an example of how you could use this, in my what would we say? So on the next page, I will show you via video, 7 ways to detoxify your makeup kit, and give you a free PDF with my favorite recipes for for facial serums and moisturizers for the winter season. Okay, so you could have that video right here. You could have the PDF right here. And then you could say down here, do you want to know are you ready to get the best oils available for 24% off? Click here to get your premium starter kit. And then this button can go off to the premium starter kit. There you go. So you can translate this funnel to your uses. Now you know what it looks like from A to Z. It's time to get building. So the first thing we're going to do, because we have already done all of our work, remember we've got all of our emails here. We've got our video embed codes. We've got the copy that we want to put on the pages, what we want to write on the buttons, where we want the buttons to go, all that kind of stuff. We've got that all already done. Don't even have to think about it, right? So now we get building. So what's the first thing we do? We build a campaign. All right, so we go to campaigns. You now know how to create a campaign. So you hit create campaign and you put that information in, but I'm going to show you what the pre-done campaign looks like since we've already done it. It's a much shorter one. And here it is. So the first one, and you'll see day 0, you're in, contact first name, GetGrowing Rank Accelerator Workshop. That's already there. It was copied there. And then this email is copied as well. Pro tip, you guys, you can use emojis in email with this. And there's a number of ways you can do it. You could actually do this directly from your phone. If you have an Apple device, I know for certain that you can open up emojis in the iMessages on screen and copy and paste them over. That's what I personally do. If you are not on a Mac, I'm not entirely sure how you do that, but I do know that GetOiling and all of our features are mobile responsive. So if you are on an iPad or another kind of tablet, which is emoji capable, you can copy and paste those in here as well. It's pretty cool. And then yeah, so you get in here, you make sure that the formatting is to your liking, make things bold or italicized where you want to. We will come back in our final step and actually do these right here, because the first thing that I do in this email is say, we're glad you're here and we hope you love the workshop. You can access your video training by clicking here. Now that's going to go to our lead magnet that we build in the next step, and you can download your workbook right here, which I'll also show you in the next step. Don't forget to bring a friend. It's free and you'll both get better results than you would if you went it alone. That's a cool thing. You can do that for essential oils education as well, for sure, right? So while we're here, go ahead and hit reply now and let us know which Young Living leadership rank you're aiming for in 2019. Great thing you could do right now. Go ahead and hit reply and let us know what your health resolutions are for 2019. And yes, we do read all our emails. That's a good thing to write as well. People need to know that you're not a machine. We're excited to serve you on your journey. Enjoy the workshop. We'll check back in a couple of days. All right. So that first one, that's done. Make sure that it's enabled and always hit save changes. Then go back to your campaign and continue. Copy, paste, format, add your emojis where you like to, add your links where they're appropriate. Add your customization where you'd like. So if like this right here, it's going to say, did you get in, Ashley? And the way that you do that is you grab this under this little chatty thing right here. You can personalize with tags. So first name of contact is contact first name, and it's going to land wherever you have your cursor. So if I wanted to put it up here, then I would just say that and it would show up. All right. So let's go to our next step. So now we know exactly what to do with our campaign. We've got that all done. We've got our links there because, of course, we have everything that we need here and we have put them together appropriately. So our life is easy, right? So step 1, campaigns, done. Step 2, lead magnet. Okay, so this is a video delivery lead magnet, and that is going to take us to my site settings. custom pages, and you're going to create a new page. Now let me show you what the page looks like, and then I'll show you how to build it. All right, here is, oh, I'm sorry, that's the landing page. Just kidding. All right, accelerator. Perfect. All right, here we go. So here you have the Get Growing Rank Accelerator workshop. This is where someone lands after they opt in, okay? And this is where they get their video. This is where they can download their workbook. And this is also where you can tell them to go and, get their premium starter kit if that's what you'd like to do, and have the button that takes them there. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to build this. And we already have all of our copy ready. So let's scroll down to our lead magnet page copy, and we will build a brand new page. All right, so we're going to go to create page. And we are going to, since it's a video page, let's just use this one. All right, so I'm going to delete this section here because we don't need it. And I'm going to delete this button here because we don't need that. And I'm going to replace this. Actually, I'm going to delete it, hit enter, and then I'm going to insert my video. Now you remember that embed code that we got? Let's go grab it. This is for our lead magnet. Embed code is right here. Copy and paste and insert. And you can also make it bigger. And now let's change the copy on this page. So welcome to the Get Growing Rank Accelerator workshop. Copy, oops. And if I could do this. There we go. And paste. And we're going to, again, just format, copy, paste, and format. So select it. And we're going to increase the text size. I want to increase it just a little bit more. There we go. And then I want to bold this because that's just how we do our branding in this series. Fantastic. All right, so that's there. And then in this, we're going to replace with click here, oops, to download your Rank Accelerator workbook. All right, now I'm going to show you a super sneaky trick. All right, so to take a PDF file, like the worksheet, or rather the cheat sheet that you've received for funnels, or if you have actually opted into this campaign, this funnel that we have for the Rank Accelerator, you may have received the workbook as well. And so if you have something like that, you want to create it in a PowerPoint type platform on your computer and then export it as a PDF, you can actually put that together right here. So what we're going to do is go to upload file, and we're going to click, or let me see, I'm actually going to drop because I have it right here. Rank Accelerator PDF, if I could grab it. Could I grab it? There I go. All right. Now that's uploading. Okay, but you see this thing right here, this little clippy thing, and it's got the attachment name and all of that kind of stuff. I don't want that. I don't like the way it looks so much. So here's what you do. If you want it to be click here, and you actually click there and it'll go to it, which by the way, well, I can't just click on it right now because I don't have the page, set up to be like the user view. We're in the editor. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit the link, and then we're going to double click it and copy all of it. And we're going to go into a tab and make sure that we copied it correctly and make sure that it delivers. And it did. Great. All right, so now we're just going to delete this bit right here, and it's totally okay. And we're going to highlight this. We are going to insert a link. We are going to paste that link, we're going to hit open a new tab and hit insert. Click here to download your Rank Accelerator workbook. All right. And then what was our copy that we wanted to put? Take your Young Living business to the next level. Get half off your first month with GetOiling. I'm going to put that right here. Oops. I always do this the wrong way. All right, I'm just going to start it right here. Is it ready to? This is why you want to have this here. Take your Young Living business to the next level. And then I'm going to delete this other part. Get half off your first month of GetOiling. Now, if you want to copy the formatting by clicking the button below, if you want to copy the formatting that we have in a template like this, then just type inside of a button or type inside of or in front of the text in that area, and it'll copy the formatting there. All right, so just as an example, what did we say our copy was on the button? Show me how. Perfect. All right, so on the button, we're going to say, show me how. And then I'm going to delete on either side. Promise, easiest way to do it. And now we're going to edit the link. Now on our custom pages, it's automatically going to go to lead because that pops up a box, but this isn't a lead page or a landing page. This is actually where we have our lead magnet. So we're not going to have a lead box on this page. You can actually, under URL, go ahead and put a different link there that you want someone to go to. Like I said before, it could be a Facebook group. It could be somewhere else on your website, whatever you'd like. We have this link right here that we're going to paste right here and hit open a new tab and update. All right, so we're going to save that. Oh, I forgot an important step. Under settings, you got to give it a name. Really important. All right, so we're going to call this RA Workshop. All right. And the title bar is going to show up on their screen, so like up here at the top in their tab. So make sure that you've got your title, something that you want them to see, and then the link path will automatically populate. This particular instance, because this is a lead magnet, this is something people need to opt in to receive. You want it to be by link only so that nobody can find it unless you show it to them. We are going to take the header and menu off, and we're going to remove the footer and branding, but definitely leave it published. The reason why we're taking these two things off is because when you want to have a lead or your prospect do a particular thing, you want to remove as many extraneous options as possible. All right, so we hit done, we hit save, we hit view. There we go. Let's check it out, make sure it works. Video plays. Workbook link works. Link off the page. Works. All right. We have our lead magnet ready. So now just go up here to this top of the page to the address bar, copy that, go ahead and drop it right here and just call it lead magnet URL. All right. So we have that. We are going to be using that in our future steps, as well as that link right here. Definitely grab that as well to the PDF if you're doing something like this, and put that in here, which I have already done right here, PDF download. All right, so we've done step 1 and step 2. Now step 3, we are going to go and build our landing page. All right, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. Accelerator landing page. Now this is a 39-second video and a button to get started. All right, so remember what this looks like? Pretty simple, right? Now, if we have everything already pre-compiled right here, as we should, then this will be a very easy thing to build. So let's go to Pages, create a page. We're going to do the same thing as before. It's quite easy to do this. You could also just go blank page. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for you right now just to show you how easy this can be. So we're going to add, we're going to do a 1 column, no header. Oops. All right, so 1 column, no header. Now, what were we going to save first? Ready to get growing? Watch the video below. All right. I'm going to bold that because I like that. And then I'm going to increase the font size and I'm going to align it to the center of the page. I'm going to enter below it and I'm going to insert a video via an embed code. Here it is. Landing page video embed code. Insert. There we go. This is our quick video. I do want to delete some of the space in between here. And then you can also make this guy a little bigger if you want. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Okay, and then let's see. And I would also actually, for the purpose of this, let's go ahead and put all the copy here first, just because I've had a little bit of a trouble with that, and that's more me than anything, I promise. Let's see. And what we wanted is, that's the pop-up copy, opt-in label. Oh wait, what did I have on that? Hang on just a second. I want to show you how to build this exactly right. And I'm going to give this a name. This is going to be the RA lead magnet. I'm just doing that for quick purposes so I can come over here and be absolutely correct on what I'm doing. Click here to get started is the button. Okay, cool. So let's go back over to our pages and we want our, where did we put that? RA lead magnet, RA workshop. Oh wait, did I name that wrong? I sure did, you guys, I'm so sorry. Here's how you fix it. All right, so the settings, and we're gonna call this is not lead magnet, this is RA landing page. Hello, Ashley. RA landing page. Actually, you're not gonna put that there. You're going to call this Rank Accelerator Workshop. And we're gonna call this RA landing page. All right, now remember, by link only, you wanna be able to just use this in your campaigns. Reduce the options for people to have to click off of the site. You want it to be totally clean and only the stuff that you're showing. So show header and menu, show footer and while branding, exclude those, but keep it published. So we're going to save that for now and continue with our editing. Now I am going to go ahead and enter our button here. And I want to, why don't we just use I want to use a pretty one, pretty green. That's my favorite color. All right, so I'm going to make it, I'm going to center it. And where did that go? We're just going to say, let me in. Because now I've forgotten what it said. Let me in. Oops. There we go. Let me in. All right. And now we're going to insert our video right here in between, just so it's easier for you. Do the text first and then insert the videos where you want to, unless you're already using a template. If you're going from scratch, do one set of a type of things at a time. All right, now going back here, our landing page video embed code, we're going to copy. We're going to paste and insert. Voila. All right, now let's make this nice and big and delete any spaces in between so they're nice and close together. Okay, that's it. All right, so we have let me in right here, and now we're going to go to settings. And we're gonna go to lead capture settings. Remember, there's a pop-up on this lead page. This is our lead magnet. Now, the first lead magnet that we built had a picture and a form directly on the page. this has a video that they can watch. And then when they click the button below the video, then they get to enter their information. And there's some other options that we'll include here as well that I'll get to in just a second. Now, here's our pop-up copy. We've already got that figured out here. Oops. Here we go. Copy and paste. And I want to format this. Center, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Perfect. All right, so we've got our copy there. And now we want to make sure that they have to include their name and email. The campaign. Now it's time to add this. Accelerator is the name of the campaign. The ad tag is going to be accelerator in this case. And let's see, I did create an opt-in label. Be sure and check your email to download your worksheet. Again, the newsletter bit, just like the first funnel that we created, the yes, send me my free newsletter. If you're telling them on the landing page that they're going to get a newsletter from you, and that's the main thing that you're trying to get them to opt in for, then leave it. But if you're offering something else entirely, make sure that in this newsletter bit right here, that you paste in the correct thing that you are actually going to be sharing with them. So be sure and check your email to download your workbook. Okay, and I think I specified on this one, button label, enter the workshop. Enter the workshop. And then after registration, send to this URL. You remember we made our lead magnet and we copied the link to it, and it's right here. Copy and paste. All right, now there's a couple of cool things you can do right here. You can automatically have this lead capture box pop up when someone tries to move away from the page, or if they've scrolled past 50% of the page, which this isn't a long page, so don't worry about it. But if 60 seconds have passed since the page opened and they haven't clicked the button yet, it'll pop up for them. Now, this is a 39-second video. So if 60 seconds pass, they've had enough time to watch the video. So I'm going to let the button pop up then as well. And that should be it for that. We'll hit done. We will hit save. And we'll hit view. So if I hit let me in, it'll bring it up. If I try to leave the page, it'll bring it up. There it is. So let's test it. There we go. And there's our our lead magnet. We have almost completed the funnel. Remember, we needed to grab the link to this page as well as to our PDF download right here, because we're going to remind people where they can access them in our campaign. So we're going to do that right now, and then we'll be totally done with this funnel. You will have created a video funnel. So let's go back to settings. Campaigns, accelerator, and we included those emails. If we were to reference our flowchart that I showed you before we started, we're going to put it in this email and in this email. So let's click this one. So you can access your video training by clicking here. So you highlight that text, you insert link, you insert the page, you update. And then for your PDF, you insert the link. And let's go over here and grab our PDF download link that we generated. Copy and paste and update. And we're going to do that for this one. We'll do it for the second one. Make sure you save your changes and you're good to go. So then what you want to do when you want to start sharing is you're going to go back to My Site, Settings, Custom Pages, and grab your URL for the landing page. So hit view and copy this and go and share it with the world. There you go. You have your second funnel, now a video lead funnel with a video landing page. All right, so to recap on this monster of a training on two different kinds of funnels, We learned that funnels are created to build leverage into your business so that you can educate many, many people at once on their own terms, and they can reach out to you and say, yes, please give me more info. I am ready to learn more, or I am ready to get started. You also learn that you need to begin with the end in mind, knowing what action you want your prospect to take so that you can build accordingly. You also learn that you need to have your mise en place. If you are chefy at all or French, you know that I was a chef in my past life. You need to have everything prepared before you can begin. As a chef, you have to prepare all of your ingredients, have everything in place, everything in its place before you start cooking. Similarly, you need to have all of your writing done. You need to have your links compiled. You need to have your videos done if you're doing them and uploaded to the right place with the embed code ready to just paste into the system. Have everything done ahead of time. Write all the emails out. Know what you're going to use ahead of time. Because once you've got those things together, creating this is actually very simple. And then you build your funnel according to that outcome that you're looking for and your chosen lead magnet format. So you're going to build the funnel as a class that drips over a series of days. That means you're going to write 10 different emails. Or if you're going to create something that's more visual, then you are going to create a video and you're going to build a custom page when it's time to build it and upload that video code so that it will display. So now you know, and I am so excited that you guys stuck through this. And make sure, by the way, one more bit here, to ask yourself, when you're building any kind of resource that people can engage with regarding your business, ask yourself, would I click this? Would I opt in for this? Make sure that what you're offering is able to transcend the so what question. It needs to be immediately relevant and interesting and applicable to those who you're sharing it for. And those people will be glad to share their information with you in exchange for what you have to say if you keep this in mind first. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I so look forward to seeing you on a next installment next week of the GetOiling, GetGrowing weekly work session. See you then.